Good evening, everyone. This is student meteorologist Joey Silvestri with your Monday afternoon edition of FSU Weather. So we're going to start out looking over Doak Campbell Stadium, and we're going to see that sun trying to peek through the clouds on this Monday night. It's actually 79 degrees still, and it's March 4th, so it's pretty warm for this time of year. And the winds are kind of light out of the south-southeast at about 7 miles per hour. So taking a look at the radar right now, there's not much going on. There's a little bit of storm maybe over by Panama City and some light rain down into the Gulf south of us. But all the green on the radar is just a backscatter. But as we go into tonight, we're going to see a lot more clouds of precipitation move through, especially into early tomorrow morning. And we're going to get into this more as we get later on into the show. But just know it's going to be a wet Tuesday for everyone here in the Big Bend region. Tonight in Tallahassee, we're going to see that it's going to be about 62 degrees, but the rain won't have moved in yet, so it's just going to be some clouds and precipitation. But later on in the show, we're going to talk about how spring is coming up, another round of rain later in Tallahassee, and our midterm forecast. All that and more on FSU Weather.
Good evening, Tallahassee. This is student meteorologist Josh Millay, and this is student meteorologist Joey Silvestri.
That's right, yep. We're going to be having a good show for you here on this Monday afternoon. A lot of rain in the forecast. Are you excited for this rain?
I mean, I am excited for this rain, but I'm more excited for not only for us to get out of this cold snap of winter, which has been exceptionally cold, but also get into spring, even though we're already starting to feel the spring, like maybe early summer temperatures.
Yeah, that's right. It's kind of crazy how it's just kind of went from winter. We had a couple weeks of nice spring temperatures, but it's already back up into the 80s here in Tallahassee, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'm just hoping we can keep those spring temperatures that we had a couple weeks ago and just make sure we keep it there, because I don't want to go to summer temperatures until it's actually summer, not when it's spring.
No, I'm about the same. Yeah, it's pretty hot out there right now, and hopefully this rain will cool it off at least for a few days here. But we're going to have a lot to talk about on today's show here and elsewhere.
Yeah, I also noticed that we might get back to a possible low of 45 later in the week, but we will get to that later throughout the show. But let's take things on over back to the wall, where we're going to see what's going on in Tallahassee. Right now, as you look downtown, it's looking nice and cloudy. The clear skies are trying to peek through, but they're just not able to break free of that overcast. 79 degrees is what we are feeling right now, and we do have a slight breeze, as Joey had mentioned. Now, as you see, today we got to 80 as our high, 61 as our low, so we're actually quite above our average temperatures, and that's surprising. Like this would be perfect for spring. This would be more like early summer. Like I would say June 6th would likely be what I say is like summer temperatures for that day would be normal, but hey, at least it's nice outside, and I don't have to worry about bringing a coat to school. So it is 78 degrees right now in Tallahassee. Urban heat island is in effect. 75 and 76 all in our northern part of our region. A little bit cooler at the coast at 69 in Apalachicola. We are currently seeing dew points just slightly below, I'd say about 15 to 20 degrees below, although we're a lot closer to our dew point and having higher relative humidity at the coast, as well as we see that moisture coming in from the Gulf Coast. Now, we see nothing on the radar besides some ground scatter and some slight storms off to the northeast of Panama City. But as we'll see going into tomorrow, we'll see those clouds come in tonight. Tomorrow morning around 6 a.m. we'll see heavier showers going in. And then Tallahassee will get the heavier showers coming in at 12 p.m. And those will stay into the area until like a good 5 or 6 p.m. So rush hour, you might have to worry about that. Tomorrow will be 62 in the morning. Rain will be there, so make sure if you're going to study early, take a rain jacket or umbrella, and that's regardless of if you're going to study early, you're going to want to have that anyways. 6 a.m. and just all throughout the day, you'll have rain. Rain will be here to stay. It's not going away, and it's going to be heaviest at noon. So if you're going out for that lunch rush, make sure to have your umbrella and make sure to have that rain jacket. As you go into the week, Tuesday rain will be the main story. Friday and Saturday, we'll start to see that rain pop back up. Wednesday and Thursday will be quite nice, though. So if you're enjoying your final days here before spring break starts, I would say definitely go to the beach or go to the pool on Wednesday and Thursday, hang out with your friends, and just enjoy yourselves on those days. Tuesday would be the best time to go inside and just study inside. Although I actually saw that right by the physics building, if you want to study on Wednesday and Thursday by the fountain, that actually looked really nice. I saw someone doing that, and I was thinking, wow, that actually looks like a good idea to study and just relax and unwind if you're getting overwhelmed. But until then, just remember, study for your midterms. You got this. And I know we're all ready for spring break. I am too, but just hang in there and you'll do great. Now, Priscilla, what's going on across Florida?
Yeah, Josh, across Florida today, it was a pretty warm day and pretty cloudy, as you can see over Jacksonville, Destin, Tampa, and Miami Beach. We're seeing very cloudy skies and hints of a sunset over Jacksonville with some ominous-looking clouds. Currently across the state, our temperatures are sitting in the 70s, even reaching 80 in Tampa, which is even higher than our temperatures in Key West and Miami. But again, overall, it was a very warm day, but a little bit cooler in Pensacola and Jacksonville. Our dew points are pretty muggy right now, and we're feeling that in the air. There's a lot of moisture and humidity. We're sitting generally around the 60s and 71 in Key West, so we are really feeling that humidity and moisture. So remember, just be wary as you are planning your hairstyle for the day. Across the state of Florida, our radar is looking mostly pretty clear. However, there are a couple of storms down south near Miami and a few pop-up showers along the I-4 corridor. So if you are traveling in Central Florida today, make sure to keep an eye on that as we go into the night. And again, there's just a little bit of cloud activity in the panhandle. So we're looking pretty nice. Across the state, Miami, absolutely gorgeous, beautiful clouds. But heading into Wednesday, that's when we're going to start to see some storms shine through, which is generally the story for the rest of the state as well. Tampa, again, very cloudy, and we're going to see those storms hit Wednesday, and some moderately warm highs getting near 80. So we are transitioning further into Floridian spring. And Punxsutawney Phil, maybe he was right. I got to hand it to him. But heading into Panama City Beach, that's where we're going to have our cooler temperatures Wednesday. That's when we're going to see that rain potential on Thursday as well. But our highs will only get up to the lower 70s, which is honestly pretty pleasant. Wish I was in Pensacola right now, but I am here in Tallahassee. Tonight, temperatures are going to get down to the mid-60s, and southern regions are going to see lower 70s. But the main story is, again, lots of storms overnight, which we did see on the radar in the local segment. But tomorrow, it's going to get very warm again, reaching 85 in Fort Myers, which is very, very toasty. So, I don't know if it'll be cold in the morning. It might be just a little bit, but make sure to have layers if you will be out early in the morning. But here up in Tallahassee, will be nice, sitting at 70. So again, not as hot as it was today, and generally very pleasant conditions. So if you're heading out tomorrow, the rest of Florida, again, make sure you've got some sunscreen on and perhaps, short sleeve t-shirt. That's such a great idea. But Joey, what's next?
That's right now. So now we're going to look at the southeast as a whole. And we're going to start out here looking at the satellites. You can see a lot of beautiful blue skies. We can see here in Charlotte, even into Nashville and Tampa. But then as we look into New Orleans, you can see a lot more cloud cover, a lot more dreary look over there in Louisiana. And that's because we got the stationary front kind of positioned over the southeast right now, and a lot of that precipitation and moisture right now is over Louisiana and into Mississippi. But over the next few days, we're going to see that start to push off to the east, impact more eastern states like Alabama, Georgia, and even here in Florida. But currently, it's about, as Priscilla was talking about how it's warm in Florida right now, it's also warm throughout a lot of the southeast. 81 over in Shreveport, 73 up in Nashville, which this time of year, you're not usually seeing up into Tennessee temperatures that warm. So it's definitely warmer right now than it is usually this time of year in the southeast. But also with that stationary front, a lot of moisture has been pushed into our region, and we see these dew points pretty high, 66 dew point in New Orleans, 66 in Shreveport as well, even into the 60s throughout most of Florida and Georgia. And so with that moisture close to the surface and those dew points high around our temperatures, we have a lot more chance for more precipitation as this stationary front kind of moves into our region over the next few days. Here's our wind speed. We got a little bit of a wind over near Mobile, 15 miles per hour from the east. But overall, throughout the southeast, there's not that much strong wind going on. Down into Florida, 13 in Miami, but only 7 in Tallahassee, 7 in Atlanta. So with the rain and storms that we're about to see, there's not going to be much rain. But you'll see that those storms are going to start to push off to the east over the next day or two. A low kind of starts to form and push off to the northeast throughout Atlanta and into Charlotte and into Virginia over the next few days, especially as we get into Wednesday and Thursday. But behind that, we're going to see a clearing out, maybe some sunshine as we get into Thursday for Florida and maybe up into Atlanta and Savannah. But then after that, we're going to see some more rain possibly start to push into our region as we look into the weekend. So we've had a lot of rainy weekends, and we could still see this coming on. Tonight in Tallahassee, though, a lot of rain we're going to see, especially as we look over into Louisiana and Mississippi, 66 degrees in New Orleans, 63 in Jacksonville. So the temperatures are up there compared to what we usually see at night, but that's also partially due to the rain that we're going to be seeing and a lot of the cloud cover that we're getting. There's a slight chance of some storms from these two, as you can see. Maybe a slight chance of storms over in Shreveport, up into Little Rock. There's a chance we see some thunder and lightning from this, but it's really just going to be a lot of heavy rain. And then as we go into tomorrow, we're going to see those temperatures start to warm up again, but not as much as today because of that cloud cover and rain. Only 70 degrees in Tallahassee, but a lot more areas will see rain. We're going to see some rain up in Atlanta, down into Tallahassee, throughout Alabama and Montgomery, especially into Nashville. So overall, we're going to have a pretty wet next day or two, and then we should have some clearing out after that. But Josh, what are we looking at for the lifestyle here in Tallahassee?
For the lifestyle here in Tallahassee, it's actually going to be looking quite nice, although not for tomorrow, though. As you see right now, we're seeing cloudy conditions, although the sky is peeking out a lot more at EOAS, but the sun is also peeking out at the res over here, actually. So I will say this, though, it is looking absolutely gorgeous here at the over at the res, here at EOAS, although not in the way that you would expect, like a really nice sunset, but still nonetheless a good time to get outside and just get some fresh air, because I know we all can use it, especially with our midterms that are coming up or have already passed. So tomorrow is not the best day to go outside. Just stay inside, enjoy a nice bowl of soup. Definitely study for your midterms if you have them. If not, just watch a nice movie. I would say even just a nice show like SpongeBob. I love that show. Just watch it just for a good laugh. Now the worst of the rain is going to be coming in at noon, but 6 to 9 a.m. you'll have a consistent light rain coming in. So just remember if you're going to be driving outside tomorrow. Now, as you see with tonight, it's not going to be the best night to go stargazing because we will have overcast that'll be working its way in by 9 p.m. tonight. Although it will be very nice to go outside for a good walk. Tomorrow on Landis, it's not going to just be partly cloudy. Actually, it's going to be partly cloudy right now. So it'll be 79 as we are seeing it, and it's just going to be very nice to go outside and just get some fresh air. And then if you're also planning to just head outside just for a good study session or even to walk your dog, I say do it tonight, because tomorrow is not going to be the best conditions for those. Although if you're going to put your puppy in like some rain gear, that'll be very nice and cute. Although I say go at 9 a.m. so that way the rain's not too light and your dog doesn't get soaked and get a cold. Tonight will be poor conditions in my opinion. Maybe if you're in other places, but you're not going to get the best chance to really see the see the stars, just because we'll have like spotty areas of cloudiness. But it just depends on where you are. So you could take your chance. I'd rather stay in or just go for a walk around your neighborhood. Now, important dates to realize. Spring break, 4 days. I know we're all excited, and it's very muchly deserved. The Easter Bunny will be coming into town in 27 days. And for that highly anticipated graduation, I know I'm ready, and I know everyone else is ready. It's going to be in 60 days, May 3rd, which I'm assuming this is going to be 60 for May 3rd, 61 for May 4th if you're graduating the day, if your ceremony is the day after. Either way, it'll be fun and exciting and joyous occasion to celebrate all the hard work you've been putting in for the last 4 years, and it is your time. So as you get ready for that countdown, just remember you got this until spring break, and you'll be good to go until graduation. Just just as I say, don't let off the gas. Now, Priscilla, let's take one final look at the local.
Yes, thanks, Josh. So again, like I was saying earlier, heading into the next couple of days, really tomorrow is when we're going to be seeing most of the rain, and that's really been foreshadowed by all of these clouds that we're taking a look at right now. St. George, Bradfordville, St. Mark's, and Thomasville are all showing these cloudy skies, and we've really been feeling that all day long. Current local radar is indicating, honestly, a lot of ground scatter across the region, and this could be due to some controlled burns, but again, nothing too much to worry about. We've got a sprinkle of showers over by Panama City, but again, nothing too crazy to worry about. For our future satellite and radar, again, that's when we're going to see a lot of these storms push through heading into the overnight hours, and that's going to continue all throughout tomorrow. So make sure you have your umbrella and your rain jacket on you at all times tomorrow, because you never know when you're going to be caught outside in a nasty shower, and especially in those more severe showers heading into tomorrow. But again, our temperatures currently are very toasty, and we've been feeling that all day long. I would say, honestly, today was the hottest day in a while, but it wasn't too bad. We only got up to 78 here in Tallahassee, so it was still a nice day to enjoy the weather as long as you didn't sweat too much, because I know that sure is a possibility. But our dew points are, again, honestly contributing to that sweat just a little bit. We're sitting in the lower 60s, so again, very humid outside, and you're going to be feeling that and sweating just a little bit, but it is not summer quite yet. Heading into tonight, we're seeing temperatures in the lower 60s, so very comfortable into the overnight hours, but again, it will be raining here in Tallahassee, St. Mark's, Quincy, and Bainbridge, so just keep that in mind. If you have any nighttime plans, maybe it's just a great idea to just stay inside, you know, cuddle up, light a candle, read a book, and just honestly stay inside. Maybe enjoy a nice cup of tea if that is your fancy. If you're heading out to Stroger to study tonight, it's going to get down to 62 degrees. I don't know how long it'll be clear for, but again, just keep that in mind as you are making your plans to go study, that it could rain later into the night. And we've got some winds at 4 miles per hour, so nothing too crazy. It'll be a nice night. But heading into tomorrow, again, it's going to be raining all day long, so just don't forget that and make sure to bring your rain gear along with you. But heading into the next 7 days, we're really going to be seeing those major rain chances affecting us on Saturday and Tuesday, so tomorrow, Tuesday. So don't forget that and keep that in mind especially. And our highs are going to be very toasty. And honestly, it's just going to be a great week ahead with honestly not too many rain chances heading into the rest of the week, other than Saturday, which honestly is a bummer, especially if you're traveling back home for spring break. Just remember to keep an eye on those rain chances as you're driving. But Joey, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely. One of the things that you said that I think is really important for everyone is tomorrow. I know a lot of us have class, and it's probably going to be raining a lot of the day, so make sure we all have our umbrellas, our rain jackets, because there's probably going to be a lot of rain tomorrow here in Tallahassee.
Oh yeah, I will definitely be making sure to not forget my umbrella. I don't know if you recall, there was a day last spring, and it just rained torrentially so bad. That was miserable, so I will honestly probably bring a spare pair of socks with me, just so I can avoid that.
That's probably smart, definitely. Make sure you follow us on Twitter here at twitter.com/FSU weather.
And you can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/FSU weather. Make sure to send in your pics.
Yep, and you're probably watching us live right now on YouTube, but you can also watch us on YouTube at youtube.com/FSU weather.
And subscribe. Make sure to follow us on Instagram as well at FSU weather. And we're also on TikTok, so make sure to subscribe to us there as well.
That's right. Well, I hope everyone has a great night. I'm student meteorologist Joey Silvestri.
And I'm student meteorologist Priscilla Vijalta. Have a great night.